And hello, we are downtown Napa, California, and we are hitting up some parks and some places, and so far we found a couple old, me and you have found a couple old pennies, but that's about it. And we're just going to bounce around today and do some sidewalk strips and public parks and then maybe some permissions and see where the day leads us, so I'll let you know. Yay! Older looking marble stuck down here. It's a newer looking park, but the park corner has been here in this neighborhood for a long time. It's a little leftover triangle, and yeah, it's basically all 100-year-old Victorian houses here. It looks like an older little marble. Let me wipe it off here. Not necessarily brand new. We'll take it. I lost my marbles. I need all I can get. Oh, it's a dime. Okay. US 10 cent from sometime after 1964. Here's our next 81. See it popping out of there? And it's a Lincoln from 71. Yes, I actually lived a little ways away from here, less than a city block. And that was the house I was living in when my daughter Olive was born, and I was already raising her two stepsisters. And when they were 4 and 6 and Olive was less than a year old, this river flooded our basement apartment. And so we had to move out of here, and that was about the time that we went to a couple other apartments and then finally made it up to where we are now, and I've been there for more than a decade. But this is where me and the girls would wander, and this used to be a dirt path and one of my dad's favorite fishing holes, because it's right on a big bend of a river, you know, where it eats a hole in the river. And people don't realize it, but you see this whole embankment here is actually a garbage pile. So we used to dig in the side of this. It's all grassed over now, but it's just pure garbage. And the Napa Garbage Company used to have their parking lots over there. And, you know, we're talking a long time ago. And so this is all built up debris to raise the banks of the river back when that's what you did. So, a lot of old memories for me. We're going to go out and see if there's any gravel left. Take a little walk and exercise the liberties of a local. See these, what looks like grass here is all actual wild onion. But it's not. And they're edible. The natives used to feast upon them. You can see how prolific they are. So, let's just walk out here to start with and know that we're walking on a garbage pile that's massive enough to make a levee. All the old trails to the fishing spots are lost now. Okay. It's a cute little lock. Well, there are 10 million targets that I haven't shown you, and it's just a rough day so far. But we're gonna hunt through the day. Hopefully find something really good. Besides an antique hose piece with the hose still on it. Okay, this is our next park, Park 3, tot lot, and a little bit of lawn. We're just going to cherry pick it. But we are going to be hunting underneath like a 200-year magnolia in the sidewalk strips and underneath some huge oleanders. I'll show them to you. So I'm not going to do very many live digs. We're just right here by busy traffic, and I'm kind of jumping in and out. So you can see it's just a busy intersection. Everything's been developed around it, but literally this is what we call 5 points intersection, which all the main traffic used to come through. We're on the edge of the town, so this was one of the first roads in. And the first thing we find is a little lead tag. It says 65. Something Co. on the back. And yeah, there's the magnolia trees. So, and we can't get to the stuff behind the fence, but we can get to this. And it's, oh, there's our very next target. You can see it's from a bygone era. I mean, you can see this next find. Hard time getting out from all of these roots, so we shall see. And a big old gobble molten lead. So there probably has not been a lot of molten lead around here in a while. Strange but true. Here's our very next target out of the soil. It's like a metal witches or wizard's hat, isn't it? And what else it would have been? Okay. Maybe a toy? Looking like a little hat. Not a little person's hat. Here's our first larger coin. Oh, it is a 1990 quarter. State quarter. There's our oldest quarter, 1965. 1 year newer than we needed. Well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty trashy, so we're going to move on here because it's mostly locked up with cement. But these were the oleanders. You can see how big they are. People didn't even realize what they're walking by. On the side of a house I used to play in the backyard when I was a kid. But I'm sure it's not mine. I thought I knew what that was when I found it, but I do not. We're on the craziest, busiest intersection in Napa. Dime, 10 cents. This was like a 75. I think it's right there, so we're just going to do a little and a V plug. Yeah, see, it was just picking that up. This was a high 60s number. So, always hoping for gold. Kind of cherry picking today. Oh, it's a key. But yeah, going after those other numbers will get you into other finds besides just coins. See, this is a 50 signal. It's one of those chocolate gold coin wrappers. Gotta love those. So here we have 86 or 87. Most likely a quarter. Right on the surface. And it's a state quarter. Looks like it's been there for a while. US 25-cent piece. Here we have a 56 to a 57 signal here. See this clump of crabgrass? We know it's all going to be rooted together, so I'll go ahead and take a bigger plug. Otherwise it will just rip apart. Ew. This is one of those grubs stuck through a pop top. We got 40 signal, which is low, but it wasn't right on the surface, so probably tinfoil. There it is. Then gold rings will sound just like that because they're a low number. Healthy looking little plug. Yeah, the machine said it was going to be deep. We're just getting there, so I'll just take another full circle if I can. Look where these darn redwoods go. Pretty deep. Just getting there. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. At this point, you start wondering how you heard a little signal from that high up. So it's either got to be really good, or it's going to be big and bad. So that's as far as we're going to go down in a park. Yeah, we're going to let that go. Because I don't want anything that big out of a park. $75 right about here. Should be using a penny probably. Let's see if the pinpointer will read it. Okay. Oh, knew it sounded different than a penny, but that's why. Nothing grand. Okay, we've got an 81 signal right here. Could be a dime, silver. Oh, I see a dime. And it is a $19.97 10-cent piece. Okay, working the sidewalk strip right there on the corner. And I got a 68, which I always dig because it's a gold signal. Look what just popped out of the barely buried earth. It looks kind of corroded, so it might have just been a junk ring, but we found our first ring for the day. Let me clean it up and we'll look at it. Okay, so no words on the inside, but it is golden. It does read 68 on a Garrett. It is kind of soft, but we'll test it. Doesn't feel heavy enough, but we got a ring. A beautiful peach pink evening in the Napa Valley, Peach Valley. Gentle sunset. We're gonna hunt until it's too dark to see. That's what it looks like in old downtown Napa in Fuller Park. It's a typical town square park, so about 1 block by 1 block. Cars on all sides, and we have lights to work for a little ways. The pinpointer has lights on it, but the AT Pro does not have a backlit screen. The Max does, so someday. Till then, we're in bat mode. Okay. It is freezing out there, and it's whatever time at night. There's the park. It's dark. That's it for this quest. I'll see it clean up, and thanks for sticking with me. See you in a second. Okay, here is the quest for details cleanup for that hunt through the parks and streets of Napa, California. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nickels. $1, $2, and 25 cents in quarters. 25-cent pieces. These are all 1-cent pieces, pennies. Zinc, only the top row is older than 1983, but we did get some 60s coins in there. There's our big gold coin find for the day. Just tinfoil. The hat, I realized, is a Harry Potter hat. Right? The judging hat. Lets you pick out what house you're in, or picks out what house you're in. You know what I'm talking about. And people, I don't know what to say, so I'm not going to, but geez, woo, half of those are full. Get a grip, like literally, get a grip. And pieces of a pen, washers, flat things, a lock. This might be my favorite thing of the day. Yeah, it looks pretty old, and that's got Victorians built all around the park where I found it, so see the little flaws where the glass didn't melt together all the way in its forming. I'll always take an antique marble, especially from a hometown, you know what I'm saying? This little tag, just calling it a tag, it's made out of lead, old lead that's gone white. You can see some sort of block stamp because there's even texturing behind the letters. And a little sigil there that you can't make out anymore, and then a number mark, and then 65. So feels like it could have been a tag, but it could have just been, you know, part of an old electric crimp or something also from an electric company. Which reminds you a lot of the mail key. So themes here going along with like the hood of the car. This is an actual matchbox. I cleaned it up. It's a roller. Its wheels all roll. This one probably ran when it was parked, but it will not no more. It will not no more. It ain't gonna. Bullet casing. Probably been a while since they shot bullets off around there. End of an old hose, still got the rubber sticking out of it. This that I thought was a shotgun shell, and I do not believe that that is a primer hole at all. We are back. It's 20 minutes later. We're steaming up the lens. Sorry, my hands and this are hot. I've been scrubbing it with hot water and a wire brush to get it down to that. I believe it says probably Climax in US Seco, so we know that it is a shell. But Mondo, and I guess that's where the primer went in the middle, so we know that it's primered, so it's relatively new. But look at that jacket. I mean, I guess it's a shotgun shell, which I'm going to call it until somebody else corrects me, but a full brass shotgun shell. Help me out, gun people. Hopefully they haven't chased you all off of YouTube. Here is 3 sinkers, 2 nuts, bunch of little metal globs. Don't worry, they're not precious. Fishing lures. This looks like top of metal grate or griddle top. I think that's what it's called on an old stove. I'm not sure. Definitely a metal grate. A lock. These are all the targets. Everything, as usual, is displayed in totality so that you can see the reality of targets that you have to dig. But also consider that each one of these is a scratch on a lottery ticket, and you don't have to pay the dollar to get the ticket. Each one of these is a pull on a handle on a machine, and you don't have to put a quarter or a dollar in, you know. So each one of these was a super high signal that could have been anything, and then all the rest of these weird signals could have been anything too. So that is the fun of it. And there isn't a single hunt that goes by where I don't learn all kinds of things. If I cleaned up every one of these coins here, and I looked them up online, and I looked for, you know, different errors in them, I would learn so much just about the coins, and there's always history that's attached to that. There's things out there that you've never even heard of before, constantly. These are melted gobs of lead, so that was from a day long ago in the streets of Napa when people were pouring lead around all over the place. It's just good to get your fingers in the dirt, your mind back in history, looking around, wondering and questioning and trying to picture it. And yeah, get a grip. We'll see you next time on the Quest for Details. Thanks. Hey, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button below. Helps the Quest for Details grow. I appreciate the support. And if you double click the bell icon next to it, you'll get a notification each time we put out a new video.